What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Duran, and we're here to talk more Celtics basketball. And some big news dropped today. James Harden added the Boston Celtics to his list of preferred destinations. And here we go. It's so much talk right now, just from the outside, from fans, that want James Harden on the team. And I think that would be an absolute and complete disaster. That'd be a mistake. Harden's contract is egregious. It's really big, and it allows zero room for us to get the team better and make the team better. Also, Harden is a super ISO player. I want to see Harden in a system right now with Houston. I want to see Harden's in Houston's new system with their new coach. I want to see how he plays now. He's always been in that D'Antoni system where it's just him, completely. The usage percentage is super high. He's taking all the shots. It's just him with a high pick and roll screen, and he's just going at it, taking defenders off the dribble, isolation, a lot of isolation for him. And I think, honestly, I just want to see him in a system where they ask him to move the ball and be more of a team player. Just adding him to Boston, the way we play, one, I have never seen Harden play in that system, and I don't genuinely think he'll be able to. And two, he would be a horrible fit beside Jason Tatum. We already have a guy that's an isolation player, a super duper isolation player, a player that's trying to come into his own, trying to find his footing as a superstar now, not find his footing in the NBA as a star, but find his footing as a superstar. He is a superstar right now, and he's trying to figure out his way and how to take those shots. How can he do that with James Harden on the team? I'm asking you the question. How can Jason Tatum find his footing as a superstar, as the best player on this team, with James Harden on this team? James Harden already is going to walk into the building thinking he's the best player on the team and that he should be taking all the shots. And respectfully so, because right now he currently is better than Jason Tatum. I give him that. And James Harden has accomplished a lot. He's won an MVP. He's been to a finals with OKC. He's been to a conference finals with the Houston. He's taken to multiple playoffs, although he's been eliminated a bunch of times, and he's had a hard time getting over that hump. And respectfully, James Harden really only ran into that great Spurs team and ran into the Golden State Warriors team that really took him out. And then you talk about the Lakers with LeBron James, he's only run into really great teams, but we've never seen James Harden kind of get over that hump on his own. But to bring him here and to have him on this team, I think would be a great disservice to Jason Tatum. I think it would take away so much from his game, and I think it would impede on his development. We want Jason Tatum to take over the team. This is Jason Tatum's team. This is Jason Tatum's time. This is his season. I've told y'all, I think Jason Tatum's going to be an MVP candidate. I think he has a really good chance to win MVP this year. And people say I jumped the gun on that, and that's fine. I'll take that on the chin. You can say that. But adding James Harden to this team would be a complete disaster, in my opinion. Just from the way we play, just moving the ball, getting everyone involved, and then kind of just taking. We only have those shots, those isolation shots in this system, and you could tell that those isolation plays, that Brad just draws them up just for Jason, just for him, just those few. So now you're telling me we have to split those with James Harden, and on top of that, James Harden's going to be taking most of those isolation shots. I'm not for it. I get James Harden's a great player, and then his contract doesn't allow us to get any better, and we're already a thin team, and I just like Jaylen Brown. I want to see Jaylen Brown's development through. Honestly, it would take Jaylen Brown to get James Harden. I just don't want to do that. I want to see Jaylen Brown just dropped 33 points in the season opener. I want to see his development come through. I want to see him as a two-way player. I want to see his end. Not really his end, but his peak. I want to see his peak. I want to see Jaylen Brown through. And then again, Jaylen Brown has a favorable contract. We got Jaylen Brown on a deal. I think he's making somewhere around what was it, 100 million? He could be making way more than what he's making right now. I'm not sure about the numbers. Don't quote me on it. But he could be making way more on it. And he's a younger player. Again, and then the antics right now, they're a complete turnoff. And then the thing in practice with one of the players or rookies was did somebody scored over James Harden and was talking shit, and then James Harden threw the ball at his head or something. Like, it's just a whole thing right now. And him in strip clubs, and no, he's not at a strip club. He was at his friend's party. Again, it's the stupidity. You're not even supposed to be out and around people in a big gathering in this pandemic that we're in. Just a common, it's just all the whole things with James Harden. I just don't want. We don't need it right now. We're trying to build something. We're waiting for Kemba Walker to come back. We just don't need this. It's not a good fit. It's not a good look. No, it's a big no. It would be a disaster. And that's just my opinion on it. Honestly, he doesn't compliment Jason Tatum in the slightest. What does he compliment Jason Tatum of? I've never seen James Harden play off ball. And I've seen Jason Tatum off ball. and it looks bad. Jason Tatum off ball, we saw it with Kyrie Irving. It looked horrible, and it came to a head in that Milwaukee series. I just don't want to see this. It's not a good fit. It's an atrocious fit. His contract's too big. It doesn't leave us any room to get better. And on top of that, I'm giving up Jaylen Brown. I'm probably going to have to give up Marcus Smart and picks. I'm giving up two of the best contracts in the NBA and picks for a head case and a player that doesn't even compliment my best player that I just maxed out. No, this doesn't make any sense. I just don't buy into this. I don't subscribe to it. I don't want anything to do with James Harden. Keep James Harden in Houston. Keep that mess over there. Send him to Portland. Send him to wherever. Just don't pick up the phone, Danny Ainge. Don't pick up the phone. Don't even entertain it. I get it. I get what everyone's saying. They want to star so bad in Boston. We get it. We have them. But just give our guys time. I know you guys are frustrated. We've lost 3 Eastern Conference Finals in the last 4 years, and we're frustrated. And we're seeing the Nets, and they look great and all this. But just give us time. Y'all, just be patient. Our players are getting better. We just beat the Bucks. We proved we can hang. We proved we can hang. We didn't have an all-star point guard. The Bucks had 3 players score 87 points, and we still beat them. The Bucks' best 3 players scored 87 points, and we still beat them without Kemba Walker. Think about that. We are still there, guys. Just give us time. And I got a strong feeling that we're going to beat the Nets tomorrow. I do. I got a strong feeling we're going to beat the Nets tomorrow on Christmas. Even though they look great, I think we're going to beat them. I think we come with the same effort that we came against the Bucks, and we shoot the same way, and our 2 stars show up the same way. Who says that we're not going to be in that game? I know that the Nets have depth, but we can play too. Let's see how everything falls this season. I can't buy into this James Harden thing. It just doesn't make sense from contract wise, fit wise, just from his attitude in general, just everything. It makes no sense. I can't subscribe to it. I can't buy into it. Yeah, and that's my take on it, guys. As always, I have nothing left for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.